Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Life is Strange Before the Storm. This is part 7. Hopefully you're enjoying this series. If you are, drop a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications since I release this material all the time. So right now we're in Rachel's house with the Ambers, the parents. We've got plans to skip town. Obviously, Frank wants to kill us because we gave Drew the money, didn't give him or his associate Damon the money. We learned a bunch of stuff in the house since Rachel's dad is district attorney. Apparently all the people at the mill at the beginning of the game during the firewalk concert, they're all associated with one another, including the Sarah chick who's Rachel's dad is getting in an affair with. But yeah, dangerous people. Obviously don't want to get involved with them. And after this very awkward dinner, we've got plans to skip town. So with that, let's play. It was Sherry.
Yes, Chloe?
The boss man would like a sherry.
Thank you. The glasses are in the china cabinet. You can place one at his setting.
How am I supposed to get to China? Kidding. It's the fancy-looking cabinet, right?
Just a blank stare.
It's the triangle-shaped one.
Basic shapes. Now you're speaking my language.
Obviously he's going to be at the head of the table. Wow.
Yes, Chloe?
What else? Feel like I'm getting good at this.
Only one last step. As our guest, you may do the honor of lighting the candles. The lighter is in the...
It's cool. I've got my own.
Oh.
You never know when you'll need to light a candle, right?
You are a paragon of preparedness.
Thanks. I think. Time to light some candles and bless this joint up a bit. The Amber family and fire. What could possibly go wrong?
So, Chloe, are you and Rachel in any of the same classes?
Were you there when I got expelled? Come on.
Not since this morning.
Oh, gosh. I'm so sorry.
Nah.
Trophy wife
That's
indeed.
Cool. We're not.
What about that fire?
Dinner's really good, Mom.
Thank you, Rachel. The way the fire spreads so fast, I've never heard of anything like it.
Yeah. It's scary.
After those floods upstate, I was overjoyed we had less rain this year. Who knew a spring drought could be even more dangerous?
You never know where a deadly spark will come from.
It's certainly troubling. The latest report from the Commissioner's office suggests arson.
Arson. Why would anyone do that?
Any number of reasons. With everything going on in the world today, even a town like Arcadia Bay isn't immune to the ills of society.
Trying to remember if that photo was
I
completely
cannot
burned.
imagine how difficult these last few years have been for you, Chloe. Now that you and Rachel have become friends, I want you to know that our home is always open to you.
Cool. Thanks.
Well said, dear. It's imperative in such troubled times as these that we remember what is most important to us. Family. Family's not merely a gift. It is a responsibility. As such, those we love must be cared for and never, ever taken for granted.
Oh, you could tell.
Enough of this asshole. Rachel may have to take it, but I don't. I'm going to turn his daughter and wife against him at his own dinner table.
Up against the lawyer, here we go.
I'm not sure I agree, James.
Oh? I thought you of all people would be grateful for family, at least.
Ouch.
If you ask me, gratitude is just one more way privileged people tell the unprivileged that they should be happy with what they have.
That is an excellent point, Chloe. We must always be sensitive to the way our privileges shape our perspectives.
Well said, Mom.
Still, there must be some room for personal responsibility. I'm sure you agree, Chloe.
My dad was super responsible. He always drove under the speed limit. Then one day, a truck came along and turned him into a super responsible pancake.
See? This is why it's so important to invite diverse voices to converse with one another.
Mom's trying so hard right now.
It's absolutely stimulating.
Highly stimulating.
Since you have answers for everything, Chloe, perhaps you'd like to enlighten us with some of your hard-earned wisdom about the world.
Sure. I believe that we should look closely at everyone, especially the people in power, to see what secrets they're hiding.
Very well articulated, Chloe. I am consistently impressed with how politically aware your generation is.
Chloe is an excellent articulator.
Excuse me, dear? But if this is what passes for politically aware these days, we're in serious trouble.
James, that's unfair and also rude to Chloe.
No, I don't believe it is. It seems clear that these points Chloe is making are merely veiled attacks on me.
Are you suggesting that I'm using some sort of incognito mode where I can keep my activities hidden? That's crazy. Don't worry, Mr. Amber. I can tell that my progressive attitude is not welcome in this house. I'll see myself out.
James, Chloe is right. You owe her an apology.
I owe her no such thing. I believe she's willfully acting belligerently just as she did this morning. It is how people like her respond to adversity.
There
People
we go.
like her? So we're profiling now? This is what 8 months in the DA's office has taught you.
I resent that. My office is committed to fair and equitable treatment.
Yes, I've read the press releases.
Excuse me? Are you calling me a hypocrite?
Ha!
Rachel!
I can't sit here and listen to this bullshit anymore.
Rachel!
Stop it, Dad! You're a hypocrite! Okay? I know! You lying, cheating piece of shit, motherfucker!
Excuse me?
We saw you yesterday at the Overlook
James?
kissing that woman.
James.
Rachel? Honey, whatever you saw or think you saw, I know it's hard, but I need you to trust me.
She's an informant.
Think we saw? Are you trying to gaslight us? There's no thinking involved. We saw you locking lips with some other woman. Best part is, she and I used the same drug dealer.
That's enough! You are not welcome here or around my daughter any longer. I know exactly what kind of person you are from the moment I saw you, and I let my wife's compassion get the better of me.
Oh? What kind of person is
A
that?
delinquent. A broken girl from a broken home.
That's enough, James. I will not have you continue to speak to her like this.
Oh no, is she gonna set this place on fire too? Uh-oh.
Why can't you just tell me the fucking truth? Stop lying! Stop being a politician for 1 fucking minute! Can't you just be my dad?
Rachel, that woman you saw, that wasn't my mistress. That was your mother.
Oh, here we go.
Shadows settle on the place that you left. Our minds are troubled by the emptiness.
Looks like this is the end of this episode.
It's a waste of time. From the perfect start to the finish line. And if you're still breathing, you're the lucky ones. 'Cause most of us are heaving through corrupted lungs, setting fire to our insides for fun, collecting names of the lovers that went wrong, the lovers that went wrong. You'll soon forget. And my eyes are down from the words you left, ringing in my head when you broke my chest, ringing in my head when you broke my chest. And if you're in love, then you are the lucky one. 'Cause most of us are bitter over someone, setting fire to our insides for fun, to distract our hearts from ever missing out. But I'm forever missing him. And you caused it.
I think the servers were down still, so unfortunately we're not going to get any stats. Yeah.
Shit!
So the truck works in episode 3. Let's start it up. So part 7 has the end of episode 2.
Previously,
It's going to be
on
the
Life is
start of
Strange before
episode
the
3.
storm. I felt like my dad's been lying about something for a while. I didn't know what it was.
There is plenty of blame to go around.
What does that mean?
You forced my hand. This is a consequence of your actions, Chloe.
We both agree that the best thing for everyone at this stage is for me to move in.
In a million years, I never thought you'd choose David over me.
Hey!
Black Hall's done with me. I can't go home anymore. Is this junkyard all I've got left?
Drew runs Oxy for Damon. Go to Drew's room, find the money, and I'll meet you to pick it up.
Whatever you do, don't open the door.
Oh, I want my fucking money!
Juliet is waylaid. That infernal Inferno is the culprit, closing down the roads and robbing us of our aerial.
No fucking chance.
I swear to thee, we shall fly beyond this isle. The corners of the world are mere prologue. What sayest thou to my most hopeful wish?
Yes. Let's leave. For real. If you don't mean this, it's just making me feel like shit that this life you're describing isn't going to happen.
What would it take to convince you? Why can't you just tell me the fucking truth?
Rachel, that woman you saw, that wasn't my mistress. That was your mother.
Ooh.
I want to tell you all of it. But are you sure that Chloe should be here for...
Chloe stays.
Of course. In every way that matters, Rose is my wife and your mother. But the woman you saw at the Overlook, her name is Sarah.
And she's a felon.
Your birth mother. I'm going to tell you everything, Rachel. Everything I've shielded you from for so long. But the truth can be hard to look at. Is this really something you're ready for?
Chloe. I'm right here. Good. I need you.
This is kind of cool. Wonder if there's anything, Nope.
When I was in high school, there was one person everyone adored. Her teachers, her friends. Sarah was everyone's favorite. Every boy
She's an
wanted
academic
to date her.
athlete.
I could barely believe it when she picked me. Sometimes, I think that's what kept me blind for so long. She was so alive, so passionate about everything. Early on, though,
It's swing
I
dancing.
realized I wasn't enough for her. While the rest of us were pursuing college, careers, families, Sarah wasn't looking for any of that. She was looking for escape. When Sarah became pregnant, thought it would solve everything.
Never does.
And it did. For a little while.
Makes things like 10 times worse with a kid.
Becoming your father is the greatest moment of my life. There was so much love, but I was still blind. However much she loved you then, it wasn't enough. For Sarah, the need to escape was always there. For over a year, I tried to help her. I made myself believe that she was still a good person. That no matter what happened, she would never do anything to hurt you. I was wrong. Eventually, I saw her for who she really was. A destructive person. Someone who could never be satisfied. Anyone or anything. Even the love of her own daughter. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do. So I made a choice. I was never going to let her harm you again. What you saw at the Overlook, Rachel, it was true. We kissed. It was the saddest kiss of my life. It was a kiss goodbye. I told her that I was happy for her. That she felt like she'd gotten her life together. Finally. But she didn't get to just decide one day to be a mother. Not after what she'd done. Not after all the people she hurt.
That makes sense.
All the lives.
Why she was at the play.
Destroyed. I told her she'd been given the greatest gift in the world. The chance to be your mother. And she squandered it. It pained me to hurt her like that. But I'd do it again. And again. And again. To keep you safe.
So that was the first time you've seen her or spoken with her in 15 years?
No. I sent her money. Every single month. It's our arrangement.
But now she wants to see me?
Yes. But Rachel, it cannot be.
Yeah, I don't think it's his decision.
You think you have the right to decide that for her?
When I left Sarah, when I took Rachel away, I truly believe I saved her life. And I will continue to protect her no matter what.
But maybe she's different now. I mean, people change, right?
Maybe so. But consider that for 15 years, she's preferred that money to you.
Rachel. I think I need to lie down.
So are we escaping or what? Probably not anymore.
can't leave Rachel to deal with this alone. Holy shit. Rachel completely destroyed that table. I can't even imagine how she must be feeling. Hey, Mrs. Amber.
I think it's Rose at this point, considering everything.
Okay, Rose. Sorry that tonight turned out so... differently.
That's all right. I'm really quite glad that you're here.
Thanks. But... why?
While Rachel's dealing with all of this, it's a relief to know she can talk to you. How are you doing, Chloe?
How am I doing?
Your generation loves to talk about how awkward different things are. Well, this must be pretty awkward, I'd imagine.
When this game was released, like 2015 or something?
I guess I'm not great. Rachel and I were really happy a few hours ago, and now...
Maybe you can see why James wanted to keep this a secret. There are many painful things about Rachel's past, including my own role in hiding the truth.
So she knew, I guess. Maybe that's why he kind of steered the direction of getting drugs off the street, because of Sarah.
Sarah shouldn't have taken money over seeing her daughter.
You know, I am so thankful to her that she did. It gave me the opportunity to be Rachel's mother. I never knew how much I could love someone until I had Rachel.
But hearing the truth after all these years hurt Rachel more than anything.
I'm not happy with James for the whole way this came out.
You're not happy with James? What about what he did at the Overlook?
It might be hard for you to understand, but after 13 years of marriage, I'm not threatened by what happened.
You're right. I don't understand.
You don't have to worry about me or James. Rachel's the one who needs you right now.
Do you think Sarah is dangerous?
I've never met her, so I don't know. But I'm inclined to trust my husband. His entire life is about keeping people safe. Rachel's extremely fortunate to have him as her father.
Thanks.
Thank you, Chloe.
For donation.
Wonder what James is thinking right now. This must be hard for you too, Mr. Amber.
It could be far worse. My biggest fear is that Rachel will try to meet Sarah. I've dreaded it.
So that's why you never told her?
You have no idea what pain Sarah's caused. Her addiction has led her to do terrible things. I don't want Rachel to go through any of that.
But shouldn't that be up to Rachel to decide?
Rachel is curious and determined. She's always going to want to know more.
I can believe that.
She won't be concerned about her own safety. She never has been.
Do you think Sarah is involved with any of the drug dealers around here?
It wouldn't surprise me if she were. That's who she is. Chloe, I believe Rachel trusts you more than anyone else right now.
Is this where you ask me to manipulate Rachel into doing what you want?
This is where I ask you to do as your conscience dictates. But please, put my daughter's safety first.
Maybe try the truth for a change?
What do you mean?
Well, you did lie to your daughter for 15 years.
This is true. And that's why I need your help. I only care about Rachel, Chloe.
I'll do what I can. I care about her too, you know?
I know. Thank you.
I mean, if she's involved with those guys and there's like a pending investigation on them, given the relationship that James has with one of the suspects, he'd have to recuse himself from being on the case. I'd have to bring in a special prosecutor. Like a DA from a neighboring state, maybe. It's what's called a conflict.
Rachel?
Hell's only
some
empty.
way to show Rachel that I'm here for her. Rachel has so many inspirations, she can barely keep them all contained.
I was gonna say hell's empty because I haven't died yet. Mary Wollstonecraft. I think she wrote Frankenstein? Not entirely certain about that.
Rachel even knows how to make a dinky lamp look cool. Rachel's surrounded by so much love, yet she seems so... alone. Makes sense that Rachel needs two signs to contain her awesomeness. I shall call her Lion Crab from now on. Cool light.
I'm not gonna turn it on yet because I want to look around the room.
Is there a section on how to walk fours through batshit crazy family drama? No? May you always be safe. Sure. But from who? I could get grades like this. I just don't want to. Hard to believe the show was only a few hours ago. Seems like everything has changed since then. At least she'll have something from tonight. Rachel's always made being an A student seem so easy. Almost sad to see all this effort. I know something Miss Arcadia doesn't. Weird. We were so close to making our break last night. Now, I don't know. This light needs more light.
It's good thing I got a commercial flashlight.
Wonder what I could find around here to brighten up that nightlight. All ready for Rachel's light show. Better get her attention first. Even you, Willie, couldn't come up with the tragedy Rachel's going through. Rachel's really into stars. I wonder if it's her way of feeling connected. I bet Rachel would rather be anywhere but here. Maybe I can make the world a less scary place. Back on the train, I said... I've heard that Rachel and Nathan hang out sometimes, but it still seems hard to believe.
Uh-oh. That could lead to something disastrous.
Hey, check it out.
It's beautiful.
I thought you might like it.
I've always loved stars.
Why?
They remind us there's so much beauty out there, which we almost never see.
Because we're blinded by what's in front of us.
Exactly. But then I learned the truth. The stars we're seeing have already been dead for millions of years. They're all lies.
But that doesn't make them any less beautiful, right?
I don't know. If they're not even real, then what's the point? It's all lies. Everything. My entire life. My dad. My mom. If I can even call her that anymore. And that other woman. My real mom. She's the biggest lie of all. I can't trust any of them. I think you're the only one in the world I can trust.
I don't know. I bet there's like one other chick in Australia who's super trustworthy.
No chance. You're 1 in 100 infinities, Chloe Price. I wore this bracelet my entire life. I never even asked why. Never even thought about it. Somehow, I think I always knew. Even when I didn't know. That my real mother was gone.
I'm trying to check out the song here, see if it's any good.
To say that I'll be alright, I'll ride home, and your tears stain, friend, you have waited.
I like it. It's pretty awesome. I'm gonna have to go back, play these games, and Shazam a few of the songs. I'm sure there's a playlist on YouTube. Soundtrack's absolutely phenomenal.
The fact that she's here right now, that she came here for me, I think I need to see her. Is that wrong?
Oh man.
Honestly, I have no idea what's right or wrong in this situation. I just know that whatever you decide, I'm in.
But what if we can't find her? It's not like I can ask my dad.
I have no idea where to start.
I saw this list of accomplices, so, got an idea.
I think I know what to do. I'll call Frank and get him to connect us to her.
You'd do that?
I'll give it a shot.
Of course, even if we know where she is, we need a way to get to her. I can't just ask my parents for a ride.
Don't worry. I've got that one covered too.
You do?
Yep. In fact, anything you could come up with, I'll handle it.
I know you will. But even if we find her, how will I talk to her? What do I say?
After my dad died, I didn't know how to keep talking to him. I still don't. But it doesn't matter. All that matters is that he's there.
Your dad?
In my dreams. He's there. And it's so real. It's almost like it's another part of my life. It used to be the only part that mattered. I've never told anyone about that. Weird, huh? Rachel?
I was just thinking. Maybe I was wrong before. Who cares if the stars are dead? As long as we can still see them, that means they're real. To us. Right?
Right.
It's a nice way of thinking about that. Alright guys, I think we're going to stop it there. A lot happened this episode. Seems like next episode things are going to pick up even more. So I will see you then. If you're enjoying this content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit notifications, because I publish this stuff all the time. Alright, thank you.